There are moments when you can feel that something is wrong, even if no one says it out loud. Today we're going to talk about something many women sense, but rarely hear confirmed: the hidden pain of a man who has lost you. These are the signs that reveal when a man is suffering because of you, even though his pride refuses to let him admit it. Deep down, the reality of no longer having you in his life hurts him more than he will ever confess. And even when he appears calm or indifferent, the truth is that your memory keeps running through his mind over and over again. He will never openly say how much it affects him because he doesn't want to look vulnerable, weak, or full of regret. Instead, he keeps everything inside. That's why today I want to share with you the most important signs that a man sends, often without realizing it, when he is quietly suffering for you. Maybe you've already experienced this with someone in your life and didn't recognize it at the time simply because you didn't understand how a man processes loss and absence. And I truly understand you, because these signs are not obvious at first glance. A man will almost always try to hide his pain, especially when that pain comes from deeply regretting the loss of a woman he didn't value enough. But from now on, you won't need him to put his feelings into words. You'll be able to understand him through his behavior, through the actions he takes unconsciously, the ones that reveal exactly what he feels. Words can be manipulated, hidden, or denied, but actions never lie. So get comfortable, listen closely, and ask yourself if a man has ever done any of these things with you. The first clear sign that a man is suffering in silence because of you appears when he suddenly removes you from his social media, blocks you everywhere, and then, after some time, shows up again. Sometimes he does this because he wants to get your attention, and other times because he simply cannot handle seeing you and being reminded that you're no longer together. When a man regrets not having taken care of a relationship, just seeing that woman is enough to bring back every good memory he shared with her, all the moments he failed to appreciate while he had her by his side. Those memories are not comforting. They hurt deeply. That's why he feels the need to erase your image from his daily life. The easiest way for him to do that is by deleting you and blocking you on every platform. But this behavior never lasts long. The pain of not having you usually outweighs the discomfort of seeing you, and before you know it, he appears again. You notice his profile photo, his stories, or his online activity. He blocks you, then unblocks you. He goes back and forth, unsure of what to do. This confusion happens because he is repressing a feeling he refuses to accept: the reality that he is suffering for you in silence. If you've seen a man behave this way, then the next sign will show you an even deeper level of emotional damage. Sign number 2 reveals a man who feels emotionally shattered after losing you. Before moving on, don't forget to show your support by leaving a like if this resonates with you. It helps more than you know and lets me know this content is reaching your heart. Make sure you're subscribed and notifications are on so you don't miss future videos. Now let's continue. The second sign that a man is silently suffering for you appears when he doesn't block or remove you from his social networks, but instead deletes every photo he had with you and gets rid of anything that reminds him of you. You can see that he went out of his way to search through old posts, albums, and accounts just to erase your presence. These are photos that maybe no one else even noticed anymore, but he couldn't stop himself from finding and looking at them. Remembering you causes him pain, and because of that, his instinct is to remove your image from every place where he might come across it. For a man, the regret of not having done enough to keep a woman is often far more painful than the breakup itself. Maybe he was the one who ended the relationship, or maybe he didn't fight hard enough to fix things. Over time and distance, he begins to realize that there is no one else like you, and that realization slowly eats away at him. This realization leads us directly to sign number 3. What happens in a man's relationships with other women when he is still emotionally affected by you? What usually happens is that he struggles deeply to maintain a stable relationship that lasts longer than a year. You may not see the reality of what he's going through because social media only shows the highlight reel, but you will notice how he keeps moving from one woman to another. Why does this happen? Because he is unconsciously searching for everything he misses about you in other women. And no matter how hard he tries, he will never find it. This doesn't mean that other women are better or worse than you. They are simply different. Every person is unique. The biggest mistake a man can make is trying to replace one woman with another instead of facing his pride and attempting to repair what he lost. Unfortunately, pride often wins. Instead of admitting his regret, he chooses to suffer quietly while his relationships fail, all because he is trying to recreate with someone else what he once had with you. Sign number 4 is also very revealing. Even if you don't hear about his failed relationships, you will likely notice something else. He will go out of his way to make sure you see that he is with someone new. He posts photos constantly, tags mutual friends, and shares stories or updates showing himself with another woman. None of this is accidental. He knows exactly where to post so that it reaches you. So if you notice him exaggerating how happy and fulfilled he looks with someone else, don't rush to conclusions. Give it time. If he needs you to see it, it's because he is still hurting. And if he is trying to project what he felt with you onto another woman, disappointment will eventually follow. Sooner or later, he will realize that no one compares to you. The 5th and final sign that a man is suffering in silence because of you is one of the most obvious, even though he doesn't realize it himself. Don't forget to share in the comments which sign resonated with you the most and what your experience was. This final sign appears when he suddenly becomes obsessed with a new activity. Maybe he never cared much about exercise when he was with you, but after the breakup, he starts going to the gym every day, playing sports, or completely changing his routine. If he was once calm and home-oriented, you might notice that he now goes out constantly and lives a much busier lifestyle. This sudden shift is his way of silencing his conscience. When he slows down or stays still, memories of you surface. And when those memories become overwhelming, he tries to escape them by staying busy. Especially when he does things you once did together, your absence becomes even more painful. So he changes his habits to avoid facing what he feels. Now, as always, I want to leave you with a final piece of advice. If you see that a man is suffering for you from a distance, understand this clearly. It is not enough for him to value you only after losing you. His regret does not guarantee that he will come back, nor does it mean he would treat you better if he did. Even if he returns without personal growth, he will eventually become the same man again, especially if you remain the same woman. Every breakup carries a lesson meant to help you grow. If a man failed to value you, there is a chance that you also failed to value yourself at that time. Perhaps you tolerated situations that caused you pain because, deep inside, you didn't fully believe you deserved happiness. You must understand, both in your mind and in your heart, that you deserve everything good in life. Your worth does not depend on being loved by a man. You need to fall in love with yourself first and recognize your own value. That way, if someone enters your life one day, they won't come to rescue you or complete you. They will simply join you in the happiness you already created for yourself. Take care of yourself, respect yourself, and always put your worth first. Thank you so much for being here and for all the love you share. Never forget how much I appreciate you, and most importantly, never forget to love yourself. A big kiss, and may you always be blessed. Before you go, take a moment. Thank yourself for being here, for listening, for showing up today. You don't have to have everything figured out. Just keep taking small steps. I'll see you in the next story.